I think it's about time I talked about auto-assembly. It's been nearly a week now. It's Friday as I'm filming this. Everyone else has made their auto-assembly videos, so I figure I should probably get that done while it's still relevant. So, let's talk about that. So, it was the final one, of course. Oh, wow. Where do I even begin with this? I had such an amazing weekend. This auto-assembly, I've been to 4 now, 4 overall. First one in 2011, I went in 2013, 14 and now 15. This year was the absolute best out of all of them. Like, no contest between any of those. I think the reason that this year was the best was I finally properly interacted and I was social with other people. Like I actually had to be sociable in a way because my dad wasn't there. I couldn't just run back and forth to him asking for more money to buy toys. In the footage that I took from there, you'll see my friend Josh. He came along, take the spare bed. So I was kind of in a position like, I need to be sociable, I need to go out and meet people. And I was. And it made the experience so much better. Like, Friday night, I talk about this in the footage that I filmed. I filmed a little bit on the Saturday morning. And like, Friday night, I kind of forgotten what happened. I think I was drinking a little bit. But I just remember having such a good time. I was hanging out with Ben Waspshot23, Dorian, Vigadeth, Ben's Collectibles was there, Thew was there, Skullgrin140, I think that's his full channel name. I remember seeing him around. Oh man, Dan Storm was there. I met him last year. I've been talking to him ever since. Oh, just so many people, and so much alcohol. But the actual interactions with people really made the whole weekend worthwhile. That's probably my favourite part of the entire weekend, apart from the YouTube panel, which was pretty cool, but I'll go into that in a little bit. So yeah. In fact, let's talk about the YouTube panel now. So that happened on the Sunday morning, 10 AM. We had a turnout of about 20 people, I think. 20 people plus, which was a really, really good turnout. I didn't know how many to expect to turn up to it. Because Ben's Collectibles mentioned that in the past there'd only been maybe 5 people at one. And I suppose part of it has been the promotion that it's been getting, and just sort of how it's been done differently this time round. So yeah, that's that. And so there ended up being 5 of us on the panel. There was me, there was the 2 Bens, there was Dorian, and Diansis Simon, who is a bit of a YouTube Transformers veteran. Links to all their channels are in the description, as is the link to watch the full panel, which is an hour and a half. I only expected it to be 10 until 11, but we talked for another half hour after that. We weren't really under any pressure. Simon Furman was going to come in around 12 o'clock, so we weren't too pressed for time. What else? I'm trying to keep the energy going while I can still get excited about it and save myself the jump cuts, Dorian. So we talked about a ton of things. We talked about the community and collaborations, talked about our equipment, the software, why you should get started, dealing with hate and criticism, a load of different topics, and at the end, as a little exclusive thing for the people who came to Auto Assembly, I showed a little clip of what I've been working on Transformers Ascension, which you can't see until it actually comes out, so Should have been there, should have been there, should have bought a ticket. So I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart to everybody who came along to that panel, like my co-hosts and the audience members, just everyone who was there and part of it. Thank you so much for being part of it. There might be something like that at TF Nation if I go. I don't know yet. I feel if I sign up to TF Nation like too early, I mean, I don't have enough money, but mostly it feels like TF Nation is the rebound girl. Not that I would know. Just once, I would like a recording session that goes unhindered by my card becoming full or the battery running out. So I got some stuff signed as well during the weekend. Peter Spellos signed a little postcard. Finally got a chance to meet him in the flesh. Something I hugely regret not doing last year. I'd heard like how nice a guy he was from like Facebook posts and things like that, but actually meeting him in the flesh was like a huge honour and just so nice. I shook his hand, got a photo with him. Looks like this. Yeah, it's just finally getting to actually meet him in person properly was really great. One of the highlights of my week. What else we got? Somali Montano signed that little RC postcard. James Horan signed that one as well for Wheeljack. I had a little chat with them, with both of them regarding acting, their acting training and things like that. Only small because there was a whole queue behind me. Talking to Somali, like, in fact, she and I had something in common. Like, we both sort of had to make a mistake before realising what we really wanted to do, which was act, to become actors. I found that really cool, and it gives, you know, I think having like those interviews that David Wallace held on the main stage helps to humanise these celebrities quite a lot. Yeah. Also, quite cool, I had a little chat with a gentleman called Rasmus Hardaker. I think that's how I'm saying his name. I apologise if I'm not saying it right. He is the voice of Scott and Alan Tracy on the new Thunderbirds show. And he was part of the script reading in the Saturday evening. And I'll talk a little bit more of that in a bit. But yeah, I shook his hand, told him that I enjoyed the new show. Didn't get like a huge conversation going, but it was you know, good to just acknowledge him and say like, hey, I like the new show that you're a part of. Yeah, the Saturday evening, very good as well. The cosplay competition, I missed out on some of it, and I really wish I'd entered. I didn't enter this year in case like there were other competitions going on. I didn't want to enter too many things. I really wish I had entered it, because I had some really cool ideas for cosplays, but the ones that were there were really, really awesome. There was a R.A.D. Grimlock, there was a Wheeljack, there was, who else? Bumblebee, Ironhide, just the sorts of characters and cosplays you'd expect. There was even a humanised Transformers category, where people just like, oh, this is how this character would dress if they were a human. And that was pretty neat as well. The script reading was really fun as well. Rasmus Hardaker was part of that. All the voice actors were. It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. James Horan's cabaret thing after that was so good as well. I need to like think of more describing words. I'm an actor. Come on, I've got a bigger vocabulary than this. Yeah, he's a really good singer. He's a very talented man, very multi-talented. And he did a couple of songs from, I think it was like Elvis, Nat King Cole, Bruce Springsteen as well. A couple of things like that. So I stayed for the whole thing of that, and it was worth it. So thank you, Mr. Horan, for that wonderful little cabaret performance, wonderful little evening segment. I enjoyed it a lot, as did many of us as well. What else? What else? What else? The closing ceremony. My God, the closing ceremony. No shame in saying that I cried. I cried like 2 or 3 times during that whole thing. Oh man, and the proposal. Oh, the proposal. 2 of the artists in the artist alley, Jason Cardy and Kat Nicholson, been dating for a while, and Jason Cardy proposed to Kat on stage in front of everybody, and she said yes in the nerdiest way possible. They both said "Bar weep, grana weep, ninny bong," the universal greeting. Oh man, that set me off. That set me off. Oh, congratulations to you both. I hope you have wonderful, happy lives, filled with Transformers and all those things. Oh wow, that was great. I really had to like watch the time because I had to get a bus at like 6 o'clock I think, and like the whole program was running a bit late. So I was like constantly checking the time while also trying to be emotionally involved with what was going on. Yeah, it was heavy, emotionally heavy. I didn't expect to get that emotional about it, but I did, and it says a lot about how auto assembly has really affected me, and I think a lot of us as well. Like, it's a great place to be. It's not just for like buying exclusive toys and things like that, but just to meet people and to be in an environment where we can be like, how does the quote go? Unironically enthusiastic about stuff. We can be so enthusiastic about Transformers, about this thing that we love, regardless of whether we started it. We can all come together and we can talk about it and we can get excited about things. I'm getting really passionate. Oh, I miss it so much. I miss auto assembly so much. Oh man. So I think, yeah, I'll try not to like ramble on for too long, but in short, one of the best weekends of my life. Let's get some toys out, shall we? Let's see what I bought at the auto assemblies. Let's start off with stuff closest to me. Got myself a little Cyberverse bludgeon. I really like this guy. You wouldn't really expect it from this mold, but he works the Cyberverse shockwave really, really well. A little bit impractical because he's got a cannon arm and his other arm has to hold the sword, but what can you do? He looks awesome. Love him. £4. Good. The auto assembly, Robot Manuel X and Basil Z, I think I got them the right way around. These were exclusives at the 2013 convention, and I got these for 25 a pop. So these are very nice, and yeah, this guy's kind of green under the right light. He looks black, but he's this sort of dark, very dark green. Odd, but what can you do? Got myself a Henkei Sunstreaker on the Sunday. After the stores had actually closed, I must admit. I picked him up. For some reason I got money in my hand hoping to buy him, even though it's like the store had technically been closed for like 10 minutes. But the guy who actually owned him said like, hey, the store's closed, but if you want to buy him off me, he's £20. I haggled him down 15, and he's so nice. I love him. I love him more than I like that Combiner Wars Sunstreaker. Just doesn't look great. But hey. So, Sunstreaker, he's cool. Off-road as well, got him for £18. Didn't really want to like spend 20 on a Combiner figure that I'm not going to be using in Menasor. So, he's fun, yeah, not bad. Little, oh, what is he? He's hardtop. He's All-Spark Power, 2007 All-Spark Power hardtop. No weapon, no cyber key or anything like that. £2. So he's fun. He's a fun little guy. Oh, this one. What's his name again? It's either Cybertron or 2007 movie Jetstorm is the guy. Yeah, that's his name. He's a repaint of Cybertron Jetfire. He's a big old huge cargo jet thing. His cyber key is over there somewhere. Can't be bothered to get him out for the gimmick. But he's a big old hunk of fun. And he's great, yes. You get Straxus / Dark Mount. Pretty fun. It's like one of the better Generations figures from like 2010. I like him a lot. He's got some really good articulation. Yeah, he's fun. I'm trying to like keep this going as quickly as possible before I run out of like camera battery life or memory card space. Wind Charger! 10 quid for this guy. Oh, he's so awesome. He's got the little flippy out hand cannon things, really well articulated. It's just such a nice figure. And like I think I said, 10 quid. Bargain for a really awesome figure. So, yes. I didn't buy an entire Defensor, but I bought myself a hotspot and I got myself the Perfect Effect upgrade kit, which makes him like 5 times better. So he's pretty good. It's a little bit loose, which stops him from being sold 10 times, but hey. So I've got all my main combiners completed. I'll show you Menasor in a bit. Who else? Here we go. Scoot. I do kind of regret buying this guy. Not because he's a bad figure. Kind of. He has a little quality control issue where his arms don't peg in properly in vehicle mode. But also, I bought this guy for 15 quid. And he's got his little Target Master chaps as well. I bought him for 15 quid out of packaging with no comic. I could have got him in packaging, in comic, brand new for 10. I'm such an idiot. I hate myself so much. Where should we go next? I got myself an axe. It's a new third-party axe. I think it's called the Blizzard axe or something. I'm not sure. I'm not sure who made it. I've seen it on Kapow. Got it for 15 quid. It's really nice. Anything with a 5mm hand hole thing can hold this. So I've got like Springer can hold it, Treadshot can hold it, my War for Cybertron Optimus can hold it. Yeah, it's so much fun. I love it. It looks really, really good. And it doesn't like hurt me or anything. I can like touch the edges and it won't prick me. And Overload! So much fun! It's just chunky and weapony and colourful. I love everything about this. And it's like the most irrelevant toy ever. Got him for £10. Cyber key is somewhere. His gun just hitting there. Yeah, I love him. I love him so much. He's just clickety click and bam bam. He's surprisingly like fun to pose as well, even though he's got these huge ratchet joints and his feet are a bit weird. Yeah, Overload's good. I love him. Who's next? Combiner Wars Warpath. Fun again. I want to turn him to Guzzle. So there's that. He's cool, but he's not going to replace my my current generation's Warpath. Here we go. Hound and Ravage. Ravage is a bit floppy. Stupid cat, whatever. Hound is pretty good though. Little bit of paint wear, a little bit of mould degradation, as you might expect for a toy that's must be like 10 years old now, something like that. But I'm glad I finally got him. He's good in both modes, fun to pose, fun to play with, just looks really awesome. There's Hound for you. I got me a Waruder. This is one of the BotCon 2015 Waspinator repaints, the Waruders. Comes with a little pilot drone thing. No, that's the pilot, that's the drone. I got this guy because he's got kind of Insecticon-y colours, like the purple and the gold. So I have an idea for that. Yeah, and the light piping, I've got to show you the light piping. In fact, no, here's a picture of the light piping. Light piping. Who else? Junk Heap. He's fun. Pain to transform. But I've already experienced that with his Shattered Glass version. So yeah. Mugen Scope, whatever it is, Perceptor. His other bits and bobs are down on a little desk there. Got him for 15 quid. He's really fun to pose. The annoying thing is like his microscope thing keeps falling out of the little ball joint socket there. And his head's a little bit floppy as well, and I don't really want to change heads because I feel like I'm going to break it. I don't want to do that. So he's fun as well, yep. And I think that's nearly everything, except for, oh my god! I completed Menasor! Yeah! So what did I pick up? I picked up the Motormaster upgrade kit, which gives him better stability, and the new head, and these things, and all that stuff. I got Breakdown, I got Dead End, I already had the Perfect Effect upgrade kit with the hands and the feet. I also had Drag Strip and Wild White Rider and Motormaster already. And he's huge! He towers over Superior and Defensor now, he's like an inch or two taller. Still kind of has balance issues, which can't really be helped, I guess. But he feels much more solid now and doesn't feel like he's going to fall over 100% of the time. Even so, I did recently pose him holding Warpath and Cyberverse Fallback in his hands. And while I was just sort of sitting at my computer over there, there was a tremendous crash came from that side of the room. And I just saw Menasor and his two Autobot buddies just on the floor. His foot had fallen off. Fortunately nothing seems damaged, which is fantastic. So I'm going to pop him back there for some reason, because stay. I'm quite paranoid that he might fall over. Yeah, let's wrap this up quickly. Come on. I think I've covered everything that I bought. So in conclusion, best auto assembly ever, bar none. I don't know whether I'll go to TF Nation yet, as I said. Need to think that over, also need to save up some more money. But yeah, what a weekend. So yes, to you, whoever you are, if you managed to sit through, I don't know, it must be like 20 minutes of this now. If you managed to sit through all of that, thank you so much for watching. To everyone who was at Auto Assembly, I hope you enjoyed it. If you came to the panel, if I met you, thanks for being at the panel, and thanks for saying hi. And I wish I could have said hi to more people and not been so socially awkward. Yeah. So I think that's everything. There were of course all the other like comics and other goodies that I got, but it doesn't really matter about them. So I'll wrap this up. Thank you all so much for watching. Yeah. Take care. Bye-bye.
Wreckers don't call for backup, they call for cleanup. Yes! Hooah! Hooah!